She said it will never go away. I know there is nothing left to say. Can we try to hold on just for now, even if we don't know how to show them what we're all about? They won't let us go ahead. Red lights, should we just go back instead? Can we try to hold on just for now, even if we don't know how to show them what we're all about?
Good evening, everybody. My name is Sue, and I hate video games. Tonight we're going to play a game that is generally disliked by the larger community, Final Fantasy XIII. It's gained a bit of a cult following over the years, but especially when it came out, people made fun of it by calling it things like Final Hallway 13, because gamers are very creative. Now, Final Fantasy has always been a fairly linear series ever since Final Fantasy II. You went from one place to the next, but it gave you sort of the illusion of an open-world, non-linear experience by having large swaths of map open to you, even though you couldn't really do anything in those places. Final Fantasy XIII does not do that. I'm opening a Pepsi. Final Fantasy XIII does, in fact, put you in a hallway. And I find that weirdly refreshing. Because finally, it's a game that's not trying to convince me that it's something that it's not. But gamers don't like to have too much freedom, but they like to be told that they have freedom. So that's why the older Final Fantasy games were so popular with gamers. Your files are never used for ads. I'm assuming that the files are absolutely used for ads. That's how I feel with Google, too. Alright. So yeah, Final Fantasy XIII. It doesn't pretend. I'm pretty fond of this game. I haven't played it in quite a while. I never quite finished it, so hopefully we'll finish it this time. And Steam has decided it's frozen. What good timing, Steam. Did that earlier, too. Fuck off, Steam. Just quit being Steam. Now, this is not the usual type of game I play on here. This is not a game that people spend a lot of time saying is super hard while I just laugh and say, oh, come now. Difficulty is relative. This is a Final Fantasy game. It's easy. There are very few exceptions to that. Why is this game so quiet? I may have to alter the in-game audio volume if it doesn't pick up. Because this should be louder than this. Let's just skip to the title screen. Now, one thing you'll notice very quickly is that this high-concept fantasy game uses a lot of made-up words. This really pissed off James Stephanie Sterling. I have no idea why. Well, it's a little louder now. How's this sound, everyone? I can add some gain to it, but that's about the best I can do. Which words? Oh, you'll see lots of words that Final Fantasy XIII has made up. Does this sound good to everyone? Because there's not, like, in-game audio settings. And that on... Why did I just change this stuff? Battle speed I want on slow for now so that I can keep up with it. Normal battle speed is very fast. There's not a hard mode for combat, just normal and easy. This should be controller type. Sounds good? Alright, hopefully it stays that way. Alright, Final Fantasy XIII. Here we go. Normal mode. I already decided this. Yes. Exactly, Bad Road. But for some reason, they were very angry about Final Fantasy XIII's made-up words specifically.
The 13 days after we awoke were the beginning of the end.
And don't worry, you won't understand what's going on at first. It's that kind of narrative. It's a bit Kingdom Heartsy at times. Hi, Andy. Also Xenon, Christy, and Bad Road. Now, I will tell you this, there is a queer couple in this game who they suddenly decide isn't a queer couple right near the end.
You serious?
And that disturbs the shit out of me.
Best of luck.
this how this always started? I don't even remember
Come
this.
on, let's see.
Did I accidentally start up 13 too?
So far, so good. They all want to fight.
Okay, good.
Good for them.
Like, I legitimately don't remember this part. It's just wild. No, this is PS3. And this is also heavily upscaled from there, with a much smoother frame rate.
Give me that.
What the?
Now you got some of that Final Fantasy style. Final Fantasy went through some phases, from high fantasy to steampunk to cyberpunk. And yes, it does cyberpunk better than that other game.
Run! I'm in the way!
Hey, now it's in engine. Doesn't look quite as good.
Hey! Let's be rational now.
Lightning is not known for rationality.
What do we do?
Watch and learn.
Active time battle tutorial. Wow, thank you for 500 gay bits. So I don't turn into a foul C. This is my focus. It was made for me. Oh, shit. Well, let's do the tutorial because it's been so long since I played. Time flows continuously throughout the battle. Watch as your ATB gauge charges. So I see. Wow. Characters perform actions by expending charged ATB gauge segments. The actions which they perform depend on the commands you select. You get more segments as you gain levels too. You can input entire strings of command, then unleash them all at once. Select Auto Battle to queue up a set of commands tailored to your situation. This works maybe 70% of the time. Well, thank you for 218 bits, Xenon. Robot Bunny. Really getting there. A description of each. Select abilities to specify individual commands. A description of each command will be displayed at the top of the screen. For now, try selecting the Auto Battle command. Will do, Chief. 2 attack actions have been placed in the command queue. As you learn new abilities, you will use commands other than attack. Good. And it will also become possible to create longer strings. Next, you'll need to choose the target. Fighting multiple enemies, you can switch, yada yada. And now you only press face 1, so just press A. Once you've finished, enter more commands and continue fighting. Note that you'll only be able to control the actions of Lightning. Zas will fight on his own, supporting her as he deems best. Rude. Rude. I'm trying to attack here. You have to time shit too in this one. Oh no, it counterattacked with lasers. Only $30 to your next emote. Oh no, Andy, I saw that. You're playing the sequel.
Fall back!
But then you'll have spoilers as to what happens in this game.
Hey, that wasn't like a challenge now, all right? Hey! Time to go! I'm coming!
Jump!
I mean, I'd play that game, Andy.
Heads up.
This thing won't give up.
This game does end at the beginning of Final Fantasy XIII too, interestingly. And again, I'll say the same thing I said when 10-2 came out. Who the fuck came up with that idea? Oh, this is such a good song! God, I forgot how good the fucking music was. Oh, I have Blitz. I forget how the meter in the upper right works, so I'll explain that later. Ow. Genuinely really surprised when I played this game. I still like it a lot. It's probably one of my favorite Final Fantasies. Like, the only major problem I have with it is where they take the queer couple and split them up, acting like they were never a couple in the first place. Which is pretty bad. But I have so many more complaints about other games. Yeah, they're the Iconics. We'll go with that. And it'll counterattack with lasers.
Oh, goodness. Woo. We did it.
Daz has his own style of gun fu, Bad Road.
Aren't you supposed to protect civilians, soldier? I mean, you are Sanctum, aren't you? What are you doing trying to stop the purge? Why don't you tell me that?
I was a soldier.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Man. Chocobo, just can't catch a break, can we?
The only character that I really dislike in this game is the one that they seem to think is the audience cipher. The kid. He's so annoying. Final Fantasy absolutely has a continuity between the games. But you can just disregard it. There are lots of things that travel from one game to the next, including land masses, areas, dungeons, specific airships, names, family lines. But they don't directly connect to each other generally. They're not a singular story. There are many stories happening in the same ever-shifting world. Though some happen in different worlds, such as Final Fantasy XII. 12, 14, and the Tactics series all happen in the same world. Alright, change the control scheme. No. You possess an advanced digital journal known as a data log that autonomously streams information deemed pertinent. Whenever the data log records a new entry, a notice will appear in the upper left corner of the screen. Of the screen. To peruse entries, press Y to open the main menu and select Data Log.
Sure we can get through here?
Oh, I should have, actually changed that setting. Inverted Y-axis. Standard. There we go. There, now the camera actually moves the way I point. Anytime that there is something that is not in the direction you're supposed to go... Oh geez, my joystick is not happy. Oh no. I need a new controller and I can't afford it, y'all. Oh, that sucks. So this is the Unicorn Mart, which is just where you buy things. Don't need anything right now. Anyone want to buy me a controller? Shit.
This is a mess is what this is.
Yeah, if I go to diagonal, just... Okay, this may actually be unplayable. This is ridiculous. Many and various enemies stalk the roads, yada yada. Alright. I semi-fixed it. I'm punching the joystick, and that seems to be working a little. There we go.
What do you suppose this is?
I would hate to have to use keyboard and mouse for
Toys out
this.
now?
Ugh, Final Fantasy with a keyboard and mouse. Dude, come on.
Hey now.
Doing my best.
Great. The entire army came out to play.
Go, one down. I hadn't thought to punch my controller before. Apparently what you gotta do. Now we don't get XP for a little while. People literally say it's 10 to 20 hours in, but it's not. It does take a little while though. And now it's only at like up left. Still trying to fix it better. Ah, they keep moving away at the last second. I believe you get the option to control your entire party later.
This place is a war zone.
What's that orange X? Is that an item, or is that just where the combat took place? Or is it this fire? It could be fire. Also, what's really interesting is that this place, this dull green, people kind of use this as all the screenshots of this game and said that the whole game looked like this. Basically, this game did not get a fair shake at all with reviewers.
Not wanting to get purged, I get. But taking on trained soldiers?
This game also may happen in the same universe as Final Fantasy Type O.
Yeah, well, hell's not sounding too bad. Because this place ain't exactly paradise.
Though at a different point in time.
Nothing to worry about.
Maybe not for a soldier girl, but I'm trying to say, hey! Guess we, gotta fight again, huh?
Generally speaking, if something's different from what someone expected, they will hate it. Though that mostly only applies if it's different in an interesting and good way. If they'd turned it into a first-person shooter, it would have gotten a whole new audience. It would have said Final Fantasy sucked until now. Alright, that's the stagger meter. Anything off the side of the beaten path on the mini-map usually contains an item. Anything new at this Unicorn Mart? Of course not. That would be silly.
Yeah, you must be real nice from up there.
I should probably save, huh? Hey, there's an old save. Yeah, this controller is really showing its wear and tear now. No, that's because Dirge of Cerberus kind of sucked. It wasn't a good first-person shooter by any stretch. Then again, neither was Resident Evil 4. And people absolutely said that Resident Evil sucked until 4. Tiny missiles!
I owe ya.
It is the 8-bit dough SN30 Pro wired, which I was told would last forever. It does not. Anything that's not a first-party controller has a lot of trouble with joysticks, it seems. Iron Bangle, alright, something to equip. Look at these facial expressions. Dull surprise. Attack and blitz. Baz just has attack. Equipment. What does the Iron Bangle do? HP plus 50. Sure. Oh, I guess this is where we're going. Anything good? 50 gil, alright. And here near the beginning, auto battle works great. As you get further along, it becomes less and less functionally useful. I was preparing to buy an Xbox, one of the Xbox One controllers with a wireless adapter, because apparently the Bluetooth on them sucks. But the money's not there right now, so I've got this broken controller.
So much for the element.
It's not ideal. Maybe once we get a Twitch payout. Item usage, yes, we already know how to do that. Alright. Our HP isn't low, though. I'm glad she auto-retargets even in the middle of her attack. Okay, I'm only supposed to be able to walk here, I hope. Well, they're dead.
Do we turn back?
There's no time.
Then what do you suggest we do?
Quiet.
Anyone know any wrapper for a controller that can
Hey! Hey! Hey!
change the outer zone
Let go.
so that I don't have to push the joystick as far? Because the dead zone's fine.
Hey! That might get us across. Right there.
Actually, I can do that through Steam, can't I? Once I get to the next save point, I'm going to give that a shot, actually, and see if I can do that. Steam is good at helping with broken controllers.
All right, you leave this to me. Hey, this way. Come on.
As soon as I hit this save point, we're going to do that. SciComm warden. Eat shit. Aha, staggered and also dead. Alright, here's the save point.
Seems to be in working order.
So we're gonna hit save. Now we're gonna quit. Bump out of here. Now we're gonna turn on Steam controller support. Properties. Controller. Enable Steam input. Apparently I can't just open the controller setting from here. I have to open the game first. That's fine. I'm gonna lower the shadow resolution and the anti-aliasing a bit because I was getting some stuttering here and there. Alright, I'm gonna shift tab, go to controller configuration. Y'all can't see any of this. Joystick move. How do I do this? Output left joystick. Joystick move. Additional settings. Dead zone shape is circle. Enable dead zone. Calibration. I don't know exactly how this works. Let's try that. Let's see how the running goes now. Let's see if I got this right. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. She's just moving exactly where I want her to. Oh, that's excellent. So Steam controller support has gotten really fucking good since it was implemented. It was so awkward at first. But now it's just gotten useful. Of course, now you can see how awkward the animations are when she turns. When she was going at slow speeds when I switched directions, that kind of masked the awkwardness of the animation. I have to do this for Binding of Isaac, too. Having a lot of trouble with diagonals on the left stick.
Deportees, are we? Weapons down. I hate for this to turn ugly.
Turn ugly?
He wants to kill us without a fight.
Time's up!
Hey look, our first boss. Attack chain. Initiate an attack chain. First select auto battle or attack, and then choose the XIII Marauder as your target. See the bar displayed beneath your target's name? That's known as the chain gauge. Keep an eye on the chain gauge as you strike. When you attack an enemy, the chain gauge fills. Hit home, and the percentage beneath it increases. This percentage is called the chain bonus. The more times you hit an enemy, the more damage it'll take from subsequent attacks. This is much easier when you have 3 party members. Continue pummeling the XIII Marauder, boosting your chain bonus until the gauge is full. Now he's staggered. Once the chain gauge is full, one further blow will stagger your foe. A staggered enemy takes greater damage. Feigning attacks to stagger powerful adversaries is essential in defeating them. Beware that an enemy's chain gauge begins to drain the moment it's staggered. Basically, this is how you kill armored enemies and bosses. You can set up the AI to only attack the characters you're attacking. And I believe that's how Zaz is set up right now. All right. Good job, Zaz. Ooh, 4 stars.
So, soldier. What's your angle? What? Classified military info? Huh? What's the matter? You quit, didn't you? Did you think I'm gonna go out there and just tell everybody your secrets?
My angle. I'm after the Fal'Cie.
James Stephanie Sterling hated that word.
Still happy you tagged along.
Don't get me wrong, I adore them. I just think that that's an especially funny thing. Fal'Cie.
On behalf of the Coon citizens, I would like to thank our brave volunteers.
No, you're supposed to have absolutely no idea what they're talking about, Xenon, don't worry.
Successful relocation.
If you asked Kojima, he'd call this a Strand-type narrative because he's a bad writer.
Safety and peace of our society. Were it not for this remarkable gesture, every resident of Cocoon, your family, your friends, your neighbors, would be exposed to the dangers of the world below. By choosing to leave Cocoon and participating in this migration,
Migration? More like extermination.
Huge.
Ooh, clever.
You stay here.
So sorry. I didn't mean to.
These people need heroes.
And that's totes me, brah.
Here. You keep your cool, and they will too. You got it?
Got it.
Snow's the guy who tries to portray himself as a badass.
The army's no match for Nora.
Attaboy.
The Resistance Front. See, the thing about fantasy games is you have to make up words. Otherwise, it's just Lord of the Rings. Zell, yeah, or Cloud. I think he's closer to Cloud than Zell.
We didn't do anything wrong.
As he tries to be super serious about it.
It's over. It's all over. I want to die. Never should have fought back.
So this is Snow. You may know him as the character that Alice complained about being dressed like a huge dork in Dissidia for no reason. This is how he normally looks, like a completely different person. Maybe I should play the sequels to this on stream too. Depends on how sick of it I am by the end, I suppose.
This is crazy.
Then take a nap.
Oh, this guy's dressed like a dork, but he's an early 2000s dork instead of a modern dork. So you can call him retro.
Oh, it's even worse.
No dirt naps today. We're all in this together. Our enemy's the Cocoon Sanctum. Their dreaded SciComm, no less.
What's to dread? SciComm's nothing but a whole bunch of bluster and bullying. They've got nothing on Nora.
Well, we are the heroes after all.
That guy's name is Godot.
Sanctum's gonna pay for this.
Now, Snow is actually a cool character. Like I said, there's only one playable character in this game I really dislike. Andy knows who I mean. I don't even have to say it. Andy knows who I mean. As does Bad Road. Well, you're not supposed to give it away, Bad Road. You're just supposed to assume. Because who else would be the one character I hate in this game?
Path out of here.
He's like Titus with none of the good points and turned up to 11.
How about this?
I do like Godot and Lebrow here. Those are good names. We'll never see them again. Snow's arc through the same games is one of the most redeeming parts of having FF13 be a trilogy. That's good. I really like Snow's arc even through the first game.
No more.
He just actually has a lot of good points. I think he's very well written.
Everywhere.
He's completely ruined by the second game, but you know.
What's the plan? Charge in, guns blazing.
Hey, that's not a plan.
Real heroes don't need plans.
Shut the fuck up, Lebrow. The thing about Titus is he's always terrified. So it goes for that Xenoblade kind of route.
You see that?
When did they add replying to Twitch chat? There we go, 5-star battle.
Same plan as
That's how good I
always.
am.
Hit him hard and hit him again.
Jesus, Snow.
Only hope these people have.
He's such a child at the start. Which I guess is true for most of the characters. None of them have ever had a chance to be out in the real world before. They've all just been kind of stuck in these cities where everything is taken care of for them. And then they don't get a chance to grow up the way that they should. Well, you'll see as the story goes on. They're very well realized characters. Oh yeah, it's good to pretend my controller's not breaking down. Bomb. Alright, we finally reached the other refugees.
You all okay?
I'm the comic relief!
Don't worry. No one's moving to Pulse today. We'll clear you a path out of here, so be ready to...
Let me fight with you!
You can't expect us to just sit here.
Good help.
Yep.
Please, let us help!
Okay then. Volunteers front and center.
Here, take this one.
This whole first part is introducing us to the various characters.
Count
Go
me
for
in!
it. Here's yours. Take care now. Mom? Don't worry. Huh?
So I just
Hold it
pulled
steady.
here.
Yeah, feels good.
Yeah, nice.
Can you show me again?
You got it.
That's how it works.
You sure?
You can't fight, you're a lady.
Moms are tough.
Right.
Oh no, I have crooked sunglasses.
All right, last one. Somebody take it.
No,
Yeah.
Push comes to shove. Keep them safe.
First impression of Snow? All talk.
Alright, lay low and you'll be fine.
He's not all talk. He's at least 10% bluster.
We're going home together!
Come on! Everybody up!
Right. New recruits, on me!
Come on.
Time to go, kiddo.
We're not losing to SciComm, you hear me?
This'll be a piece of cake.
Give it our best shot.
Alright. in this ball is an iron bangle. Another one! We're so lucky! Can't do anything with them. That totally doesn't mean they're gonna die horribly. Don't even worry about it. The character Andy is referring to is one half of the queer couple who gets
Stay sharp.
unceremoniously split up. But she's wonderful.
Job any easier.
I think of her as being like Alice if Alice wasn't so sad. I actually don't remember. I think there is a Biggs and Wedge characters in this game. I may be thinking of 12 though? I know there are in 12.
How about this?
My favorite Biggs and Wedge are 8s. Because their plot line ends with one of them taking the other out to dinner. They're gonna go start a family somewhere. They're gonna go home and be a family man.
Back us up.
Alright, time to punch this robot flesh cache right in its robot flesh mouth. The 3 party members make staggering very easy. That's the sound they make when they die. Now, can I just point out that enemy soldiers in this game have masks over their entire face?
All right. Let's shake things up a little.
That's a bad trope, I believe. And it's made to make you feel like the death is not impactful.
Put down the resistance.
Because it's difficult to empathize with someone if their face is replaced by a mask. And it's always bothered me that we try to minimize death in media that way. Just so we can have our action heroes mow down thousands of people without anyone caring. Oh, it's hardly limited to FF games, though. But yes, it is quite prominent. This is Beta Behemoth, by the way. You might notice that this is a smaller version of an enemy known as Behemoth. You know, from Monster Hunter. That's the joke I made. Now, bosses take longer to stagger, but their stagger meter also goes down much slower. I think my favorite iteration of Behemoth is from Chocobo Racing. He wears a stripy muscle shirt, and he drives a car. Don't think we have the stuff to actually stagger this guy.
Thanks.
I recall, certain ingredients you have to stagger enemies for crafting. I may be pulling that out of my ass. I wonder what I could do with reshade in this game.
Stay down.
I told you, didn't I? Moms are tough.
See, that was Chekhov's mom.
Get him home. Please.
Hold on!
Can't believe Snow is fucking dead.
Come on! We have to move!
Right.
She's schizophrenic. You'll notice a lot of inappropriate emotional reactions to things. Save data 6. What the fuck? Oh my god. It's moving to a new slot every time. Fine, whatever.
It's an out-and-out massacre. Those people won't even live long enough to die on Pulse.
That was the idea.
What?
Sanctum logic. They conjured up the purge to eliminate a threat. I mean, why carry the danger all the way to Pulse? Why not just stamp it out here? Execution masquerading as exile. That's all.
Exilecution.
Relocation to Pulse. How does the government get away with pulling crap like that? And you knew this was gonna happen?
I think this game might be political.
The purge was SciComm. Private Sanctum troops, not the Guardian Corps.
SciComm, Guardian Corps. Soldiers are soldiers, aren't they? Pulse File C and their lessee are enemies of the state. Tell a soldier to kill an enemy, and you really think it's gonna matter what uniform he's wearing?
Might have mattered to that one. Couldn't shoot. Got himself shot instead.
How about you? Hmm? Orders say shoot, you pull the trigger?
I have a sword, jerk.
Fine. Forget I asked.
Wait. What?
Another Final Fantasy VII ass boss here. They do that on purpose. Because lightning is supposed to mirror cloud, even though snow does more so. Hey, Feltry! Good to see you. Started this game once and never got very far into it. It didn't appeal to a lot of people. I personally like the way that it doesn't lie to me. I find that invigorating. The battle system, yeah, is dense. It's really dense for something called auto battle. Yeah, just in general. Personally, this may be up there as one of my favorites.
What's that? Huh?
Final Fantasy has always been on the forefront of making things more complicated than they need to be.
Sarah.
She dead, buddy.
Just what you were looking for.
Yeah. Right in there.
The post-file C.
The egg.
Don't worry. We'll be okay.
Mom.
Wait, that wasn't your skin?
Here.
This is your gun.
It's too much, isn't it? Face it later. Ciao!
Hey, wait!
She is such a good representation of a schizophrenic.
You said it made you happy when I smiled, didn't you? But really, I was afraid. I was always afraid.
After Alice is done with
So, how do you figure that?
Children of Zodiac, she's gonna get into Kingdom Hearts if you want something really complicated.
All things being equal, I just as soon keep wondering.
Time to jump.
Yeah. Hey, hey, hey!
Time to jump.
What the? Hey!
You see, it is safe to jump, because fingers can snap.
she can do it, so can we.
And it's a good thing this goo was here.
Come on, come on!
I think you'll enjoy the plotline of Kingdom Hearts. It's fucking hilarious.
What about the others? They didn't
Bisbee,
die.
chill, please.
They couldn't have died.
Of course not.
Oh, hey, look, a treasure chest.
What's wrong with you?
Get him home. Get who home?
Who do you think? She just said she was a mom.
Toss me that.
What, the ship?
Catch. What are you doing?
Shooting you.
Right up, huh? You're supposed to be the hero. She's waiting there, ain't she? Your lovely bride-to-be? Isn't it about time you picked her up?
Yeah.
This whole bit is like the first episode of a long-running sci-fi series, where you're introduced to the characters without having any idea what's going on.
There's our ride.
Now you're talking.
How could they?
Well, you're dead. You're dead. How about you? Yeah, you're dead too, huh? You are dead. You're dead. You're dead. Oh, this one's hidden and dead. I hope everyone's alright. You're dead.
Standing there ain't gonna stop us.
Power circle. Not an accessory. Oh, it's a weapon. Okay. Since he doesn't have any magic at the moment, we can just raise up his strength. I hope everyone's okay. So this guy's name is Gato, huh? Is he gonna die in mysterious circumstances and have his fiancée wind up helping a blonde kid with a giant sword kill a bunch of Mechon? You know? I thought the same thing. I already made that joke earlier, albeit not nearly as in such a complex and well-spoken manner. I like that Snow approaches before throwing a hand grenade. I think that's a nice touch. Damn it, Bad Road, I was just about to get to that one. Killing you, guy! Alright, another 5-star battle. Doesn't mean a fucking thing this early. It does give you more XP and rewards later.
Don't go rushing in on your own.
You know, my favorite thing in a game is where they say that there's no XP system, but there is, they just call it something other than XP. Like the sphere grid. Yeah, that's still XP, y'all.
I want every weapon ready to fire. Stay sharp.
All right, on my go.
Right.
Go!
I like how it jumps back and forth between characters in this section, too. I don't know if Final Fantasy X itself claimed to be an XP-less system. I know that a lot of reviewers said that it didn't use XP. It took a totally different approach.
That's a sad sound. Where's the soul?
Yeah, only Lassie can gain XP. Everyone else is stuck at exactly the same power level forever.
Yeah?
If you don't know who you've got to save, you just protect them all, right?
Something on your mind? You got plenty of time for thinking on the way, hero.
Yeah.
Ready!
As a reminder, please remember to keep the quote pocket. I know I've sent some funny shit that should be in there.
Hey! It's us! It's us! Don't shoot!
Snow!
Uh-huh.
Since when do you care about kids?
Favor for a friend.
Okay.
Hey, Snow! You made it!
Hey.
Yo. So,
Hey.
you really managed to use that thing?
I think I'm done.
You're done when we are.
Ow, what's it?
That's the one.
Didn't you have something to tell him?
Yeah,
All right then.
but
I'll go with you.
What?
Oh, you have no idea what it was like. Oh.
Everyone safe?
The army's no match for Nora.
I meant the kids.
All accounted for.
Okay. Let's keep it that way, all right?
So many beads on this girl.
Hey!
I'll swing by the vestige. Keep the kids out of trouble.
You got
Clothes are like 80% beads.
You go skirt chasing, I take care of the kids. Some husband
Dinner's on me.
better be home cooking.
When's the wedding, lover boy?
Well, don't worry. None of you are invited.
We're still going.
Hey, you serious?
What
Catch you later.
So were he and Godot actually gonna get married? Because at first it sounds like they're joking, but then they're actually sad when he says they're not invited to the wedding. I think Snow and Godot were actually gonna get married. Get Snow. So this is Hope, and this is Vanille. Can I switch their places? No, it doesn't let me switch leader at this point. Oh yeah, we've got the data log, which has all this shit if you want to catch up with the story. Like, holy shit. We're not gonna read all that.
You okay?
I want to tell him. It's just that...
Say, you know how to fly this?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Just like riding a horse, right?
That way.
That way, towards the large reference posing
If we go in there,
elder god.
that thing could
What could go wrong?
make us l'Cie. This is... I don't think I can...
You can do it.
What are you two doing?
Here we go!
It is like a chocobo, except, you know, a longer face.
Get back here! You hear me? Hey!
Drinks more. Went to rehab a couple times.
See, it held our future and our fate.
And a glass of wine in its left hand.
Now, where is the... Oops. Well then... Guess it's just us.
What did you expect? Even soldiers know not to go near the foul sea. You become a pulse l'Cie, and you're finished.
What do you mean, finished?
Haven't you heard, Miss...
Vanille.
Huh?
My name. And yours?
Hope.
Still don't know exactly what accent she's supposed to have.
Thank you. What were we thinking?
Well, since we're here, let's look around.
Like vaguely Australian-ish?
Oh, check this out.
It is...
Vanille!
It's green. It could be New Zealand, which is vaguely Australian-ish.
Well?
That's,
It's a good bone, Vanille. I'm glad you got that bone. Oh, he also has a bone.
You're gonna regret this.
It's bone-in time. Oh good, I get to control Vanille instead of Hope. Also, she has 3 AP right off the bat, which is nice. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Bad Road.
Okay, back to exploring.
You didn't both match, but you did both bone.
Better stay close.
Alright. Forget if there's a large version of the map to look at. I don't think there is. Don't have any shrouds. Here we go. Yes, there is a large version of them. It doesn't show my location. Alright. Alright, so we want to travel up the right side before going up the left side.
What am I doing?
For as many treasures as we can get. That's the name of the game. You go everywhere except where the game tells you to before going where the game tells you to, which is honestly JRPG 101.
How are we supposed to get out of here?
Was I the little pointer thing? Oh, you're right, you're right. I somehow didn't see that. My brain just disregarded it. I like that her bone shoots out strings. His bone has a foot on the end. The foot bone is connected to the leg bone, after all. I don't know what the string bone's connected to. The guitar bone. Oh. The ball and the cup bone. I like the way y'all think.
I thought this place was supposed to be empty.
It is empty. All that's here is robot Koroks. Zverg Scoundroid. I just really like her attacks. Every character gets lots of different specialties as it goes along too, which is basically like their class. Ooh, 5-star.
What's wrong with her?
What's wrong with her? Yeah, I've heard that a lot too. Don't be an asshole. She's schizophrenic.
Please don't go looking for trouble.
Yes, it's a job system. At the beginning, everyone is very stuck doing what they do, but you can change it drastically as you go. You can make hope useful, for instance. That's about the most drastic change you can make. Seriously, he sucks at first.
Well, that wasn't scary at all.
He is so much weaker than every other character until you get pretty far into the game. Is that everything in? Don't worry, you don't have to pay any royalties on Scoundroid or anything. All enemies guard areas limited by their FOV or other means of detection. Upon entering a guarded area, there's a chance that the enemy or enemies patrolling it will take notice. If your trespass is observed, a warning icon will appear over their heads, and then they'll rush to attack. So basically, we gotta try and get in behind them. Aha, like that.
No daydreaming now.
Then you get preemptive attacks.
Well, that wasn't scary at all.
Didn't know they brought the job system back for this one. I thought 12 International Edition was the last time that showed up in a single player entry. No, not at all. It's not the, It doesn't change their appearance, mind you. Their specialties.
Where is he?
So it's not like a Final Fantasy V style job system. But it does completely change how they play. Oh, I wish I could just make the mini-map bigger. Can I go down the middle yet? No, I need to go to the thingy first. Final Fantasy X-2. Final Fantasy X-2 did the classic job system. And yes, all 3 tactics games. Thank you for taking care of those logging bots.
No daydreaming now.
And we got thunder going on outside. Also need to secure the window that, what's it called? That the air conditioner is laying on. Just because it rattles, not because I'm worried about it breaking or anything. I remember Vanille being my favorite character. I probably should have liked Fang too, but I didn't get much past where she shows up. Vanille and Fang are so good together, and that's why what happens near the end is heartbreaking. Oh no, they're just best friends, that's all.
Aren't you scared?
They're roommates.
Not so much.
You really don't get it.
Hey Riz, good to see you.
Pulse Falsey and Lissy are bad news. That's why Cocoon kicked them out. Live too close to the Falsey, one-way ticket to Pulse. That's the purge in a nutshell.
If they catch us here, they'll purge us too. And
What's
then...
your problem?
What's my... Pulse is hell on Earth.
We'll be okay. Calm down.
Get off me.
Sarah? Huh? Can you hear me? Where are you?
Like, I get that Hope just lost his mom. And also she named him Hope. But he's like this through the whole game.
Don't worry, Sarah.
Which spans months.
Your hero is on his way.
And he never advances through any of it.
I wonder what that's for.
I could understand that in real life, but this is a fantasy novel. Is Cousins with a Secret Handshake like the trope name for the anime thing where girls are obviously lesbians, but they try and make it seem like they're not? I'm glad I experienced Hope's entire character arc. You think this character would be the ideal candidate for some really good character development? He should be! That's what makes it even more frustrating. Anything new at the shop? I don't think there's anything new at the shop till after. Oh, never mind. We've got the second item shop now. Also, the individual shops do level up. Okay, we've got iron bangles. We don't need right now. What did Deceptisol do? Ah, right. Deceptisol is very useful later on, so I tend to save them. I don't remember what the best weapons for each characters are. I will probably look that up later. We don't get to start upgrading till a bit later either. I was worried Hope would turn into a badass heroic leader and I'd be expected to like him by the end of the game. Oh no. He gets slightly less aggressively shitty. And that's about it.
Wrapped up and ready!
I think I need to turn up the speed of the ATB meter. I can always turn it back down later. There's a couple of fights that I always need it to be slowed down. Because, you know, crackly fingers and sketchy menus. Oh yeah, it introduces things very slowly. Which honestly, yeah, it can be frustrating how slowly, but after playing Phantasy Star Online 2, this is preferable. Phantasy Star Online 2 introduces...
Just too easy!
What, 12 years worth of mechanics right at the beginning, and it's all so densely packed that a new player cannot begin playing. Period. They have locked out new players by accident. Right, battle speed, normal. Exactly, Bad Road, but I'd still much rather go too slowly than too quickly, generally. And this game, it's not nearly as slow as was claimed by reviewers at the time. Ain't nothing there. I'm taking it slow right now, by the way. I could have gotten through all this much more quickly.
Just hold on, Sarah.
I'm specifically trying to collect crafting materials as we go. And get every treasure chest and such. Monster Hunter World did the introduce stuff too slowly and too quickly thing. It's not as bad at introducing stuff as quickly as, say, Generations.
Still won't budge?
Cross and Double Cross, which just introduces everything at once. But it does just spill a bunch of shit on you. And then you end up not getting some mechanics until the very end of Iceborne.
It was me.
Things that you should have had from literally the beginning of World.
Beg your pardon.
Cover your ears.
Huh? Oh, blast charge? Oh, wait, hold on. All right, hold. All right, go for it! Make it happen!
I'm so sorry. Please let me in.
It's weird that Zaz starts out seeming like comic relief, and then they realize they need to make him an actually good character after a while.
Hey! What? How'd you open it?
He feels out of character at the beginning. The floor is lava. The floor is mechanics. Shrouds are special single-use aerosols that can only be used outside of battle. Fortisol and Aegisol bestow bonuses at the start of battle. Deceptisol, on the other hand, shields and protects the party from enemy detection. I will rarely use this until the very end of the game, because that's when there's stuff that you really have to sneak past. To open the Shroud menu, press LB while exploring. Basically, it's just another menu that you open like this. Yes, Deceptisol is Poke Repel.
There you go, stomping off on your own.
Holy bottles. Can they be like holy water from Castlevania? One of these days I should get back into practicing Haunted Castle and play that on stream. Used to be very good at that one. If you haven't heard of it, don't worry. It was not a common cabinet. A 5-star.
Don't scare easy, do you?
I like the banter in this too. And it's not really overbearing like it is in that other game. Haunted Castle? No, Haunted Castle is the arcade version of Castlevania. And it is shockingly really excellent. The American version of Haunted Castle is ridiculously hard because all the damage is doubled from the Japanese version. That's also the version I originally learned to beat on 1/4, so I was very proud of that as a child. There we go. Oh yeah, Zaz's attacks are really over the top, even more so later on.
This thing's some kind of welcoming present from that first recon team they sent in?
Zaz doesn't miss, Valkyrie. I don't think you understand. Hey look, it's that Final Fantasy VII boss again. Come on, these two have already fought this guy. It just seems silly to have them fight him again. Now, once the stagger meter is over the top, you do the amount of damage displayed on it. It's really nice. And of course, each hit increases that further.
Hard to believe no one noticed this thing for all these years.
Oh! The poses he strikes specifically remind me of kata from karate. Ooh, a gladius. And she doesn't have any magic right now, so that's a good thing for her. Oh. I like that items are a free action, too. That's a pretty rare thing in a JRPG. You can see that we are getting stronger simply by virtue of the equipment we're picking up, too. So that's nice while we're waiting for our XP to kick in.
If those things are still around, might be some soldiers trapped in here too. Except they'd probably be l'Cie.
This would be the second
Not even human anymore.
Final Fantasy game with a main character who's or a main party member who's black, because of Barrett from Final Fantasy VII.
Any mercy.
And yeah, that sucks that it's taken this long.
There's the next one.
That comes from Japan being very well, A, homogenous, and B, xenophobic. Anything down here? No. I feel like I've already checked this, even though I think this is a new map. Oh, there's an item. 2 potions. And yeah, it's weird how Zaz has kind of played for comic relief for a while and then comes into his own. Like, someone realized, hey, we shouldn't do that. I think it's supposed to be a message about not judging a book by its cover, but it's really clumsy.
Wrapped up and ready!
Really? Why is my computer freezing? My GPU looks fine. Apologies for that horrid sound. Yeah, that wasn't a GPU crash or anything. Oh. Try that again. Let's see how far back that puts us. Ugh. Alright, we're a little ways back. Let's make up lost time real quick. I know. Well, that tells me I do need to save at every single possible point. I had been warned that this game had some problems on AMD cards. So hopefully they won't be so bad that it becomes unplayable or anything. Alright, murder all the stuff. I've lowered the maximum voltage on my card a little bit just in case too, since that's been a problem in the past. Honestly, Feltry, I'm fairly certain there's not actually such thing as an Xbox. I think it's a myth created to scare children. With tales of the console wars. Yeah, SNES versus Genesis is where we grew up too. When we grew up, you know what I mean. Speedrun strats. Just mash the button. Occasionally use a potion. People already call the 360 retro. That's right, no waiting. Oh, thank you, Golden Ninja 100GN. I'm so glad that that tag's been implemented now. You don't get a lot of intersex recognition anywhere. There are 5 streamers on this channel. 4 of us are intersex. And I'm Sue, and it's good to meet you. Right. Now hopefully we can get through these next few fights without the game crashing. And thank you for the host. Over to the Gladius again. What if it just freezes in that specific fight every time and we're just screwed? Take out the Pantherion first. And Pantheron. Pantheron. Why would it automatically blitz when they were that far apart? This game's AI mystifies me at times. There's a sound effect in this game that sounds very much like a notification loop, and I keep thinking we have a message. I'm so sorry. Almost there, staggered. We'll take our break as soon as I get up to the next save point, however far away that is.
If those things are still around, might be some soldiers trapped in here too. Except they'd probably be l'Cie by now. Huh? Not even human anymore. Just post-l'Cie. Enemies of Cocoon. Can't show them any mercy.
I'm so glad that I don't even remember what Discord sounds like anymore. think that was the only treasure here. Really put up an overlay for my desktop so I can keep track of what my CPU and GPU are doing for when it crashes. There we go. Oh, already done. Getting a lot more 5 stars now. Activate this thingy.
All right.
That'll help. Probably.
Hang on, baby. Your hero's on the way.
It's going to do the Final Fantasy VI thing where most of the party members could be seen as the main character. Sort of.
Your hero's on the way.
It generally holds them together as a single party, although when they split up, it will follow one more than the other. Most of the time, Lightning is billed as the main character.
He's here. Calling himself a hero?
He's coming our way.
What should I do?
Tell him what you need to.
But nothing I say will change what happened.
We could just run away.
Treasure? Gotta be a save point and some treasure around here somewhere. Save point is back that way. So let's hop on over. This is the same map they were in before, huh? So it's the same save point. Yeah. They haven't gone anywhere. And hope never will. Alright, we're gonna take a quick BRB. As you can see with the links that Christy has posted in chat, there are many ways that you can help the ongoing civil rights movement going on across the country and the wider world as we speak. We've got protests going on all across the country because one terrible man being taken out of the White House and putting another terrible man into the White House does not abruptly end racism. We've got the Bail Fund Network to keep protesters out of jail. We've got the Black Trans Travel Fund and the Okra Project to help Black trans people in difficult and dangerous situations. And we have the Black Hills Legal Fund, one of many movements to take back native land for First Nations people across the country. In this specific case, it is to take back the 6 grandfathers, the mountains that have since been renamed by white people Mount Rushmore and had some big old faces carved into them. Under the second link, the second command, we have links that will help you to help those directly affected by the death of Breonna Taylor and the subsequent lack of her killer's indictment. There was a raid on her home looking for someone who wasn't there and was in fact in police custody at the time the action was carried out. More than 30 shots were fired, and she was subsequently murdered by these men, who are still police officers. Let that sink in for a moment. Black Lives Matter. The lives of people of color matter. Indigenous lives and lands matter. Asian lives matter. And we need to keep pushing these things until people at the very top not only acknowledge them, but work to make them real protected truths. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Oh, I hope to see you again. We each have a different day to stream. Monday through Friday will be one of each of us. So we'll see you then. All right, the rest of you, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Alright, I'm back. Are you? Let's do this. Final Fantasy XIII. Hmm? So it's not that... Oh, I'll take a look at that later then. There's some technical difficulty with Twitch's front end, if you can believe that. Who'd have seen that coming? I'm not sarcastic, you're sarcastic. I don't know what the fuck her weapon is supposed to be, if I'm being honest. And neither do you. Don't lie. Alright, let's go fight some more dudes.
You're gonna regret this.
In general, Vanille is both a well-written character and she's just really fun to play. Ah, more Fortisol, as though I'm going to use that. I did a lot of selling Fortisol on my first playthrough, which is also helpful. Oh, we already got that? Oh, okay, this just led back around. This is available now. I really like that she starts out with 3 AP. ATBP? Just lots of P. That's the important part. Does Hope have an accessory? Can we give him plus 50 HP because he really fucking needs it? You do not have enough gil. Fuck. Alright, I can sell some potions. Because you get so many potions. Vanille, she has lots of P. Yeah, the ding 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 is very much the stars. And it is in fact the match ending, so... There. Now he's not ridiculously fragile, now he's just fairly fragile. Sometimes when you have a character who has all the, who is very definitely coded something like schizophrenic, you get to wondering if the authors knew that that's what they were doing.
Goodbye.
And a lot of the time I kind of assume that they didn't. Unless the character is explicitly schizophrenic, like in Night in the Woods. But, in this case, I wonder if they knew that Vanille was schizophrenic when they were writing her, or if they were just basing her on people who were kind of weird like that. Yes, I believe Hope's default role is as a healer. I think authors keep creating neurodivergent characters on accident by modeling them off someone they know of. Yes, exactly. Oh, sweet. Zombies. Every game has zombies.
What are they?
See, you failed. This is what happens when Lassie don't complete the focus the Fal'Cie gave him.
Vanille has a lot of the same walking animations and such as Selphie, but they're not really similar characters overall. Oh good, now we have Snow, Vanille, and Hope, I guess. Yay, the nerd's here. Well, at least he's a muscle nerd.
How did you get in here? You gotta leave.
GTFO, losers.
Okay, listen. Find some place to hide and keep quiet. Once I find Sarah, we'll all leave together. You'll be home in time for dinner.
You...
Wait! Who's Sarah?
My wife.
My wife. So I guess she wasn't gonna get married to Godot, so that's lame.
Along with that Fal'Cie. I gotta find her and set her free.
What's wrong with you? Why do you want to help Lassie? They're the enemy.
Huh?
How can you save Lassie? You're not... That's insane!
Probably. But I gotta do something, right? I'll be back.
Doesn't his bandana kind of look like a French fry cup?
Should we wait around for him and hitch a ride?
I'd rather go to Pulse! Why is this happening to me? When they found the Fal'Cie the other day, we were just visiting Bodum. But the army took us, threw us on that train. And because of that guy, Mom is...
Probably shouldn't leave them alone.
And he wants to help
Good call,
Lassie.
jackass.
Hey again.
I'm out of breath. I look like I'm in shape, but I can't make it up and down 6 stairs.
Hope, if you don't take this chance, you'll regret it forever.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
What's gotten into you, soldier?
I'm with you,
You
see.
came for a fight.
My sister.
Your sister?
She's a Lassie.
What? A pulse Lassie?
The Fal'Cie has her captive, but I'll find her.
What the fuck? Who is calling me? Inappropriate time to call.
When she became a Lassie, what did the Fal'Cie order her to do? It wasn't blow up Cocoon or anything like that, was it?
I didn't ask.
Listen to me. When a person gets cursed by a Fal'Cie, they become a Lassie, and they get given a focus, right? How do I put this? If they don't carry it out, LaCie end up as one of those things. What I'm saying is, if your sister's gone that far, I mean, she might still... How can I... Oh, man. There's no way to turn a LaCie back into a human. Even if she completes her focus, there's no changing her fate. She'll live her life as a fal'Cie slave. Don't make her suffer.
Just say it! Any LaCie, anyone who might ever become a LaCie should be wiped off the face of Cocoon. It's people like you that started the Purge in the first place.
So, that's a Seath, huh?
I like how they say Seath instead of CF. Ah, fuck. Turned around. What a wang. These were humans once. Seath the Scaleless, exactly. The fight that the entire engine that it's built in can't handle. Man, Seath is such a disappointing fight. Specifically because it could be a good fight. And it is a good fight, except that it runs like shit. The Seath are LaCie who fail. Yeah, get that combo going. All right. Got the drop attack. There we go. Jagulars. Oh, it's nice when you can just sneak up on him. Aston, you're cool. You don't gotta get all nervous. Can you turn around? Thank you. Right. His ear infection's finally gone thanks to some antibiotic ear drops. And so now I just worry every time he shakes his head. You know, a thing dogs do. Whoops. Thought I had the drop on him. The extra damage from Zaz is a fucking lifesaver here. Nephew's dog has to wear a cone all the time to keep him from scratching his ears raw. That's almost where we were at with Gaston. But the antibiotic eardrop saved his life. At least his comfort. Now, I'd like to get to the point where they all become able to level up before we finish up tonight. I don't know if we're gonna quite get there, though. Now I'm thinking about how in Sonic and the Secret Rings, they're giving you tutorials on how to do basic shit during the final boss. Voiced tutorials.
We must be in pretty deep now.
Any treasure here?
If something else doesn't beat him to it.
Alright, save point. Sonic games have done that a lot. Sonic Adventure and 1 and 2 both did, yeah.
To the wrong place at the wrong time.
Did Sonic Adventure 2 do it? Katie would know better. Turn around. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, huh? They're gonna Voldo at me. Oh, I wish Soul Calibur 6 had been more than it is. I also wish Tekken 7 had been more than it is. The only recent big fighting game I can think of that was really good content-wise is Killer Instinct. And that game is basically inaccessible to people who don't have perfect health in their fingers. Before that, there was Smash Bros. Brawl. Smash Brothers Ultimate is fine, content-wise. That might be a fun one to do a co-op. Someone did a co-op of the, Spirits mode. I think it's possible to start that fresh. Just by creating a new profile on the Switch. I think they expected me to use the, what's it called? The rappel here. But no, we're just gonna murder everything. Look at all those 5 stars. That probably counts for something, right? Spoiler, no. I also like that because of how fast-paced the battles are and how fragile your characters are, I really like that they made potions affect the whole party. That was a good choice. And when I say fragile, I mean every character at all times can just fucking die. Even when you have them set as tanks. You have to be very careful. As I said, this game is bizarrely complex for something called, having a battle system called auto battle. Oh, hey. What happened here?
Sarah!
My wife.
Time to go. We have to leave before the army. What?
My
That's
sister.
Paul's brand. That girl's a Lassie.
I already told you that.
Post-Lassie are the enemies of Cocoon.
So they should die?
Listen, if she fails her focus, you know how that'll end.
And killing her is a mercy?
You came.
Sarah!
Everybody's here!
Sarah.
Is that my hero?
Suddenly, wah! But Waluigi in Final Fantasy XIII, you cowards.
Let's get you out of here.
Hands off. I'm taking her home.
Sis,
I'm not your sister. You couldn't protect her. It's your fault she...
Save us.
Sarah?
You can save us. Protect us all. Save Cocoon.
Save Cocoon? Sarah? That was your focus?
anything. I'll do anything. Leave it to me, you'll see. I'll protect Cocoon. I'll save everyone.
Somehow, I'll make things right.
You just relax.
Thank you.
Sarah!
Well, she succeeded at her focus. The crystals work a bit differently in this world.
Sarah! Sarah!
Why is she turning to crystal?
The sea who fulfill their focus are transformed into crystal and gain eternal life.
Just like the stories say.
Sarah, sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams? She's not sleeping! Sarah's... she's...
Lightning, always the atheist.
The legend. Remember the legend. Lassie who fulfilled their focus turn to crystal and gain eternal life. It's the same with Sarah. Eternal life. She's not dead! Sarah's my bride-to-be. I promise to be hers forever. I don't care how many years I have to wait.
Hell yeah!
Over! Open your eyes and face reality!
Sarah, does becoming a Lassie really mean losing everything?
Either a zombie or a hunk of rock.
What now?
That's your choices.
The army!
The target is almost in place. Surface team.
I wonder if this game is gonna be about, I don't know,
Resistance is under...
breaking out of a system created to harm the lower classes.
Leave no trace. The pulse vestige never existed.
Fire!
That's some Star Trek shakes right there.
What's happening?
Must be a sanctum strike.
I'm betting during these loud points it's gonna fight my voice a bit.
Get back to Pulse. That's what the patch was. Right?
Doesn't look like it's too bad though.
Getting everything from Pulse off Cocoon. Dead or alive, it's all the same.
We can't stay here.
This is Bat Country.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Trenchcoat, where you going?
Date with the Foul Sea. Got some things to talk about.
What? You gonna ask it to help her? Are you out of your mind, kid? That thing wants to chew us up and spit us out.
Well, what do you want me to do?
What?
Lightning?
Here we go.
Otherworld intensifies. Let's kick a little ass. Rude. All right. Oh, I saw a treasure in the corner. That's nice. Also, that's a fun reveal that Lightning and Snow actually know each other and in fact have a deeper connection. Which also gives them both reasons to be going to this place. Zaz doesn't want to leave Lightning alone. Hope is following Snow. And we'll find out why Vanille's here soon enough. In the meantime, now seems like a good place to call it. So, thanks everyone for coming. There's a command in the chat I want to hit. Thank you. Alright, so, if you check that out, there is an actual PayPal fundraiser going on for our mobility scooter. We've got $1,610 to go, which seems like an almost insurmountably high number. But we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. And with your help, we can have a much higher quality of life again. So please spread that link around and give if you can. Every little bit helps. The schedule for the next week looks like this. Yes, like that. Tomorrow is Thursday. That will be first Andy playing Resident Evil 1 through to the end, and then switching over to Prey once he finishes it, if he finishes it early enough. And then Alice will be playing Children of Zodiarcs. On Friday, Katie will be playing Resident Evil 6 with Andy in co-op mode. They're just approaching the end of the first terrible campaign, getting ready to move on to the second terrible campaign. Saturday, someone from Xenon Fiber will be playing more Castlevania 64, if I'm not mistaken, Legacy of Darkness specifically, the version with more content and less features. Sunday is our community day. Monday will be Christy and I playing more Ashen. Tuesday will be Andrea playing Star Renegades, which is a cool JRPG style sci-fi roguelike that we found for cheap on the Epic Store. I found another one on there that I had wanted to play called Dread Nautical, but I decided to test drive it and I didn't really like it, so Final Fantasy XIII. You know, that's how that goes. And then the next day, Wednesday, Bad Road will be playing more Blood Omen 2 Legacy of Kain. And leading into me playing more Final Fantasy XIII. We've got a full week of streams ahead of us, and it's going to be very entertaining, as always. Oh, so check out that schedule up at schedule.truck.community, and also check out our YouTube channel at youtube.truck.community, where there's just thousands of hours of videos and streams for you to check out and binge. Alright. Thank you everyone for coming. My name is Sue. I hate video games. Give my regards to the next frog you meet.